Shields up, Ironbreakers. Rurikon here, the Triceratops of gaming, coming at you with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Final Fantasy XV's latest expansion, Comrades. Now, as you guys may or may not know, back in 2016, Final Fantasy XV actually won my Game of the Year. Now, there's a lot of reasons as to why, because I enjoyed the story, I enjoyed the way the adventure played out, I enjoyed multiple aspects of that game, and I understand that not everyone in the industry felt the same way as I do, but to be completely honest, that is perfectly fine, because that just makes my choice all that much more unique. But anyway, I'm not saying that Final Fantasy XV was a perfect game, far from it. As a matter of fact, they've been kind of like perfecting a couple of aspects that I didn't like, Chapter 13 obviously being one of them, but I still felt like it was a great adventure, and I had a great time with the game. Now, since then, the title has obviously received the 2 companion episodes for Gladiolus and Prompto, as well as some other DLC in the form of that festival thing that took place. But to be completely honest, I didn't really pay attention to much of that. As a matter of fact, I haven't played any of the companion episodes yet because I've been busy with other things. However, when Square Enix sent me a season pass recently so that I could check out the Comrades expansion, I kind of paid attention because Comrades was something that I was looking forward to for playing with my friends, because I have a couple of friends that are fans of Final Fantasy XV, and we've all kind of been wanting to play Final Fantasy XV together. Unfortunately, that hasn't really panned out yet, but I have played the Comrades expansion, and for those of you that watched my stream on that particular subject, you already know where I stand, but I know that a lot of you guys are probably coming into the channel recently because I've been doing these shorter type videos, so I wanted to do a shorter type video talking specifically about Comrades, because it really surprised me, as in how different it was from what I was expecting. Now, what I was expecting this expansion to kind of just be was kind of like a free roaming mode where you would be with your 4 friends just roaming the world, hunting monsters and doing that kind of stuff in the Final Fantasy XV world. What it ended up being is actually something that is a little bit more deep and at the same time a little bit more restrictive. Because I know that a lot of people wanted the free roaming thing, they want to be able to roam through the world. That's not a thing yet. I'm not sure if that is a part of their future plans or what the deal is with that. But currently, what you can expect from Final Fantasy XV Comrades is essentially something that is very much akin to Monster Hunter. As a matter of fact, I pretty much would almost call it Final Fantasy XV, the Monster Hunter Edition. And I'm not saying that as in a negative way. I'm actually saying that in a very positive way, because as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Monster Hunter. Therefore, if you put Monster Hunter-like gameplay into Final Fantasy XV, that just makes it all that much better for me. So the way this works is you can team up with up to 4 players. Now, there's actually a matchmaking system for this. If you don't have any friends, you can just do quick play and play with random strangers. If you do have friends, you can team up with them, and then you can fill the rest of your party with random strangers, or you can fill the rest of your party with AI, or you can just play this solo and fill your entire party with AI if you prefer. So even though it is a multiplayer mode for Final Fantasy XV, it can actually be played solo, very much like Monster Hunter. So, what can you expect from this particular game mode? So I've already said it's kind of like Monster Hunter, so you're going to have a base. Now, at your base, you're going to be taking on quests. These quests are going to net you meteor shards, which essentially transform into power. And you're going to use that power to power the different outposts, and as you power more outposts, you're going to get more quests. As you get quests, you're going to essentially be doing the same Monster Hunter loot that you tend to do. You go on a hunt, you kill a couple of monsters, and then you get some materials. Then you use those materials, you upgrade your gear, and then you go and you face bigger monsters, which, again, it is very much the same loop that you can expect from a Monster Hunter game. Now, having said that, the combat isn't naturally going to be as deep as the combat in Monster Hunter, but it's still pretty satisfying. You still get a wide variety of weapons at your disposal, and the moveset of those weapons is going to be different from the moves that you've experienced during the main campaign when you were playing as Noctis. You will still have to do the teleport thing to recover mana and stuff like that. You're going to have an offensive and a defensive spell, and at the same time, depending on the weapon that you have equipped and the upgrades that that weapon has, those spells might change, as well as you also have access to a sigil that changes the way that you play the game. Like, you might have a healer sigil, you might have a tanking sigil, thus providing you with a couple of roles that you can distribute for your party if you want to be better organized on how to tackle certain beasties. Naturally, certain weapons will have advantage on certain monsters, as well as certain elemental affinities will have the advantage over those monsters as well. That is actually displayed on the quest screen, so you can actually figure out the monster's weaknesses before you even get into the fight. Which, to be completely honest, I kind of feel that would be better if they would let you fight the monster once, and after you fight it once and after you defeat it once, then you would know its weaknesses. In my opinion, that would work a little bit better, but that is going to be down to personal preference. Basically, it's a little bit of a time saver because they're going to tell you, okay, you're fighting this monster, well, here you go. Fire is going to work real good on there, so you might want to take a fire-based weapon. Now, at the start, it feels a little bit grindy, and I also feel that they could have done a better job explaining the upgrade system and how it works. And also that particular upgrade system, even after you understand how it works, getting the materials to actually allow you to upgrade your weapons in a way that they're going to evolve into the superior forms of those weapons is sometimes not as easy as maybe I would like it to be. But then again, I guess maybe some people will actually prefer the complexity of such a system and having to make mistakes in order to learn, okay, it looks like I can't upgrade with just this. I'm going to have to actually get more powerful items to upgrade the thing. It is not an easy thing to get around, but at the same time, it is not a big deterrent to enjoying the game. Another critic that I would have towards it was that the character creation screen, I wish there was more to it. However, it seems the more you play, the more cosmetic options you unlock for your character, like haircuts. I'm hoping new beard styles as well, but I don't know because I haven't played enough of it. I think I'm like probably 10 hours in at this point. Either way, I still haven't gotten tired of it. I'm still having a lot of fun with it. So basically, my whole take on Final Fantasy XV's Comrades expansion is if you enjoy Monster Hunter and you enjoy the Final Fantasy XV universe, so to speak, the world of Final Fantasy XV, if you enjoy that, you will most likely enjoy Final Fantasy XV Comrades. And it is super fun. At least in my opinion, I personally really like it. You can see the first live stream that I've done is on the channel, and I'm probably going to put a link to a longer gameplay session that I have at the end of this video so that you guys can check that out if you are curious of actually watching longer gameplay of me grinding through it and playing through different missions and upgrading my weapons and all that stuff. But ultimately, pretty damn fun, and it was great to actually go back to Final Fantasy XV to play a Monster Hunter-like gameplay scenario, which I really wasn't expecting because I haven't been following Final Fantasy XV Comrades all that closely. And when I got into it and just looking at the structure, and I was like, oh, it's just like Monster Hunter. This is awesome. It's like Monster Hunter, but in Final Fantasy XV. Personally, I really enjoyed it. What about you? Did you guys like it? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you are new here, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you're always notified when there's a new video on the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.